and I finally gave up, and I said, the heck with this, and called them up, told her where I got it, and they said, yeah, I'll send her back, and no problem. So I sent it back. I was very displeased with the quality of it, and turning the knobs, they were seemed like they're cantilevered or something. They're kind of flexible. This Dendron has got like bearings. It's solid, when you turn it, it's not flopping around or anything. So anyway, I thought, man, I'm just very dissatisfied. I was planning on fixing, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and fix it. So I had to get the lid, and in the manual, they say there's a place for a 9-volt battery you can put in for backup, or you can just use that to light the meter. And so they recommend if you don't want to put the 9-volt battery in, go ahead and take the lid off and make sure the leads and stuff are, not shorting out on something else. So they're saying you need to take the lid off. Well, I could not get the lid off, so that was it. AA5 dead. You think all the screws were stripped and they just weren't coming out? They were just spinning around? No, I think this is what I found a vent underneath. I turned it up on the side, I got the flashlight, and I could kind of see in there where this one screw was, and it looked like what they had done, probably stripped out the holes initially, so they put, it looked like just a piece of metal drilled out to make a tap, just a sheet. You can get these, I don't know what you call them. They're like a clip. It's spring loaded, and you put it over edges of metal, and it's got threads in it, so the clip will hold the metal from turning, so you can, put the screw in and take it out and so on. Well, this looks like just a flat piece of metal they put in there, and they got it somehow screwed in there, but there's no way when you go to take it out, that metal is just going to rotate, Yeah, I've seen that metal before inside on the switch, inside of just a regular light switch, and they strip down the screw where it goes in the screw. So what they do is they put a little flat piece of metal behind it, and I don't know exactly what they do. Put tape on it and then screw it and then get it going, and I guess, I've seen that before. Yeah, well, I didn't know. It's possible they, put a drop of super glue on it or something to hold it while they put it together, but not caring, for the future. And so as soon as you go to break it loose, then it breaks the glue loose or whatever. I don't know because I couldn't get in there, but, it made sense they had to have something to hold it in place to put the screw in. So I just assumed they did something that worked for them but didn't care about anything else. Yeah, their quality is way, way, way down. Everybody's talking about it. It's way down. There's nothing like it used to be. They've outsourced all their labor. It's all done overseas. Some of the stuff they say they assemble here, but not much. So it comes in pre-done from overseas, and the quality is horrible. But, even Meritron still has some good stuff, so I have to admit, they've remained separate from MFJ stuff. I agree. It's just, I wouldn't buy anything, and if I had anything left, I'd throw it away. Yeah, well, that really, changed my mind about them. I've bought different things with MFJ, but I don't blame them 100% because I know, if I was the manager of MFJ, I know it's a problem because labor is a problem. If you can't get people to work for you, and then if the people you might pick up, or don't care or whatever, all they're interested in the paycheck, So they're between a rock and a hard spot, as far as I'm concerned. So it's a problem all over, It is when you work for it, doesn't know how to do anything but play on the cell phone and Xbox. Doesn't work very well. Yeah, it could be the I think it's a labor problem with them. But anyway, so anyway, I didn't need to get it, but I thought, well, I've always looked at the A2K. They're very similar to this Dentron. I think they're probably a spin-off of this Dentron, but anyway, you know, it's got a different meter. This Dentron, I'm looking at the meter, it's peaking out at about 1,000 watts, so gives me the power, but it doesn't have an SWR meter. Well, you know, it shows, you can flip it over and give you reflected power, so it works that way. So it's fine. I mean, you know, no big deal, but, so anyway, I just thought I would try it and experience, see if if I like it better or worse. So if I ever get it, if they quit playing pass with it and pass it here, pass it there, and bring it back, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe later tonight they'll update, and I'll see if they've just sent it back to where it came from, or if they've made some progress.
That's funny. Well, yeah, I hang on to the stuff that works and not worry about ordering new stuff. I mean, you got really top of the line radio, and if you like your tuner, that's good, you know, and your antenna. Well, what happened to the best antenna you ever owned last week?
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you, it's quite a deal. I've still got the half-wave in-fed that I ordered, and the transformer I wound, the first one worked, and it worked pretty good, but you know me, I wanted to improve it just a little bit, so I wound the second one, and it didn't seem to work right, and I inspected it, and I thought, well, I can't see anything wrong with it, so what the heck, I'll just wind it again. So I did that, and then I tested it, you know, on the antenna analyzer and all that. Everything looked good, and then when I put it on the air, it kicked the amp off, and so I took it apart and looked, and I could not find anything. So that's when I just decided, well, you know, one of the things about the in-fed is I think, you know, my philosophy or understanding of what I've learned is that, yeah, if you run 100 watts, 200 watts, yeah, that's fine. But when you want to run higher power, then it becomes more of a trick, you know. Like I had a 3-core, what I made. It was a 3-core to make sure I can handle power. I put a whole bunch of vents in the container that went in. So I was trying to make it so it would truly be a high-power transformer. So I don't know if this commercial one, you know, he says it's supposed to be 1,200 watts sideband, but, you know, does that, you know, is that for 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 3 or what, you know? So I'm a little leery about, you know, I like things that I don't have to worry about. It's like, well, I can't transmit more than 3 minutes or the thing will heat up or whatever. So, you know, the off-center fed uses a 4-to-1, and as far as I know, that's not a problem with heat. So, anyway, that's kind of the logic there, Jerry. W0WOWAA5JF.
No, that's absolutely correct. You know, I agree totally. You need that balance side when you're running power in either dipole or OCF. I totally agree. Or you know, vertical with a huge ground area, and that takes a lot of work. So I agree with those two antennas 100%.
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of things, and the thing is, I very seldom, I get on 20 occasionally, and once in a while on 10 meters, that's pretty much it. But right now, I made my chart up yesterday, checking out with the analyzer, and 20 meters on the off-center fed at 14,250 is 1.6. 15 meters at 21,325 is 1.7, and 10 meters at 28.5 is 1.3. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's real good. Yeah, that's good. So you're not tuning much at all.